And welcome into the 5A state semifinal for softball. It's Erie versus Fruita Monument. And what a glorious day it is. The field awash in sun here at Aurora Sports Park. Brandon Bird, Dylan Richardson here on the call with you for this audio-only broadcast. So glad you could join us and be a part of this broadcast. And hey, guess what? Without video today, it might actually be a little bit cleaner of a broadcast as well. Tigers wearing their black uniforms with the orange socks and the orange numbers. Fruita Monument, they're wearing white uniforms with blue pinstripes and blue socks and blue numbers. And for this Fruita Monument team, they're a 9 seed, but they are a really good team that just stumbled last week in the regional. That's why they got the 9 seed, but the 9 seed is always reserved for the best team that doesn't win their region. So Erie has a tough draw today. Fruita knocked off the number 1 seed Columbine yesterday, and in a barn burner of a game. We did not get Fruita's lineup. They did not have it ready. We asked several times, so we will try and fill it out as we go here. I think Carson Frage, who will be our director producer today, maybe was able to obtain that. All right. So we'll fill this out as we go. So let's see. Ava Stevens will lead things off. She's a catcher. Real quick, how about we just go over the Erie lineup, same as we have seen throughout this tournament. In the one spot leading off is Megan Nelson. Gabby Gricius will bat second. Addie Osborne will play short and bat third. Renee Laskowski will play first and bat fourth. Kelsey O'Dowd out in center. She'll bat fifth. Sydney Snook will bat sixth. The designated player is Nat Lundeen for Maddox Hull, who will start this game. She'll bat seventh. Erin Young playing right field. She will bat eighth. Lyric DeLozer playing left. She'll bat ninth. And you have, of course, Maddox Hull, the pitcher, who is stepping in and starting right here as Ava Stevens will start off. And this one is hit right to center. First pitch and a hit.
Good piece of hitting there to start the game for Fruita Monument. A lot of energy at the field today, and Fruita, good start for them. Runner on first, nobody out.
Yeah, a lot of energy in the air for sure. That's always this second day of state, you get that like you don't get at a softball game at any other time. First pitch in the dirt here to the 2-hole hitter with one on and nobody out, and that is Angelina Fortunato. All right, there we go. By the way, that leadoff hitter, that one is fouled back.
Fruita going for some small ball, showing bunt. Tigers have the cycle play running, but Fruita batter not able to put it in play quite yet.
So Hull will settle in. Left-handed batter here. That pitch catches the outside. The runner started to go. High throw from Nelson, and sliding back into first after the throw came from second to first is the runner, Stevens, who got a pretty big lead, and Nelson tried to cut her down. She had a big lead because of a bunt attempt that was not successful.
Good play by Nelson there just to get in front of the runner, prevent her from getting that free base.
Here goes the pitch. This one is slapped the other way, just foul past Sydney Snook. So the count will run to 1-2 here. Top of the first, one on, nobody out here. Tiger defense. The starter, Megan Nelson, behind the plate. You have Laskowski, Gricius, Osborne, and Snook from first to third in the infield. Maddox delivers. This one slapped right toward her. She'll go to second for one, and Osborne will eat it and just ensure the one out. So one away here. They cut down the leadoff runner. That'll bring some cheers from the Tiger fans, and that will bring Olivia Worth up to the plate, the starting second baseman here today. And we don't have any stats. They took them off Max Preps, did Fruita, for the state tournament. Every once in a while you see some teams do that to try and maybe be a little bit harder to scout, I guess. Is that first pitch? Waiting a little bit low in the dirt. We just got the Fruita lineup card, so we're trying to fill that out as we go here. This one is hit back to third. Snook will pick it up and on to first, and now 2 away here for Fruita as they retire the 3-hole hitter, Worth. That'll bring the starting center fielder up and the 4-hole hitter for Fruita, number 99, Bailey Bingham, a captain. Don't see too many 99s on softball jerseys. Wayne Gretzky's number. Hull delivers that one in there at the knees for a strike. A well-located pitch by Maddox Hull. Maddox got off to a slow start in yesterday's contest, but once she was behind and after that third inning from the 4th through the 7th inning, she really quieted those bats as that off-speed pitch drops in there at the knee. So nice back-to-back pitches, and now 0-2 the count here to Bingham.
Yeah, and that pitch caught maybe a little bit too much of the plate there for Hull. Bingham not quite expecting it, and Maddox has a chance to retire the side here.
Delivery just off the plate. That one's taken for ball 1.
Good eye there by Bingham. Didn't miss by much.
Delivery from Maddox. That one is high, and that fouled off. It was high, but kind of an off-speed pitch, and tough to lay off that one when it's right at eye level, and Bingham took a swing at it, and she was lucky to get a piece of it.
A good pitch to change the eye level by Maddox.
Pitch to Bingham, swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Tigers retire the side. We will head to the bottom of the first here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Bottom of the first inning, and the Tigers will have Megan Nelson lead things off. As the starting pitcher for Fruita, she is a good one. And that pitch in there for a strike. One of the harder pitchers the Tigers will see. Throws around 65 or so. Trying to just make sure. Chloe Padilla is the starter. Padilla will deliver that one up around the eyes here to Nelson. That one fouled off here.
Padilla went in on the hands on that. Nelson just couldn't quite get the bat head around and fouled it off.
All right, 1-2 the count here to Megan Nelson, leading things out for Erie. That pitch is slapped foul. So Nelson will see 1-2 again. .464 hitter is Megan on the season. 4 doubles, 3 triples, 17 runs batted in from her leadoff spot. 39 hits overall on the season. And I just feel like you don't see too many catchers that lead off lineups. But Megan, just kind of a unique player. Really gritty, a really athletic catcher. Behind the plate seems to kind of scoop up everything. This one high and slapped foul. That one was a riser that got up near the eyes, and Nelson was able to stay on it and send it into foul ground.
And that's 4 pitches up near the top of the zone. Might see Padilla try to bury one here.
Delivery. This one also fouled, so a little back and forth here. Nelson doing a pretty good job just fighting to see more pitches. This one is a dribbler to short, picked up on 2 hops, fired across the diamond. Oh, and they say Nelson is safe because the first baseman was off the bag. So a runner on with nobody out here for the Tigers, and Gabby Gricius will come to the plate.
And that's a great at-bat from Nelson. Fought off multiple pitches, just put one in play, forced Fruita to make a play, and the first baseman just barely off the bag, and the Tigers are in business.
So the Tigers with the leadoff runner aboard, and it seemed like yesterday defensively that's what they had to deal with all day long was the leadoff runner aboard. So first pitch to Gricius is fouled back and out of play. And I tell you what, we almost got wrecked with a foul ball yesterday. We are hoping to avoid that fate today.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah, just so you're aware. You know, just trying to keep you safe here. This one also chopped foul on the 0-1 pitch, and quickly 0-2 here to Gricius.
And top of the first, we saw Fruita trying to play a little bit of small ball. Tigers trying that as well, but couldn't quite get it in play was Gabby.
So the 0-2 to Gabby. She will fist this one out into right field. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder. And now 2 on with nobody out. That one got in the hands, and she was able to fight it off.
Yeah, it's a great piece of hitting there by Gricius to just push that ball into right field and just in no man's land out there. And the Tigers have Addie Osborne.
So Addie Osborne will take a big cut at that one and miss. And Addie Osborne, 2 home runs in that game yesterday. A state record, 19 home runs on the season. That is special. She'll look at that one for strike 2. So quickly 0-2. We've seen Padilla work ahead of the hitters. Pretty good so far here in this first inning. Delivery swung on a miss for strike 3. So Addie Osborne quickly retired on 3 straight pitches, and that'll bring up Renee Leskowski with 1 out and 2 on. First pitch into Leskowski touches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. See Padilla got a lot of heat and locating well. She will wheel and fire, and this one right down the middle, swung on and missed. And right now she's doing a good job of missing Tiger bats.
Yeah, Tiger struggling to catch up to that fastball.
0-2 the count again to Leskowski. She will dribble this one foul. It's a slow roller, picked up, thrown across the diamond, not in time. It goes past the first baseman. The runner, Nelson, will come home and score, and the Tigers have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a moment where maybe if you're the third baseman for Fruita, you just want to eat that ball, and the Tigers get a break there, and they take the lead in the bottom of the first. There was never really a good chance to get Leskowski at first there.
Yeah, that was such a slow roller that Leskowski was going to be safe. And then the air just exacerbates the running on the base pass. So now runners on the corners with only 1 out here for Kelsey O'Dowd. Delivery to O'Dowd, a swing and a miss on a low fastball in at the knees.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of weak contact for the Tigers in the bottom of the first so far. You had the little floater to right field, that little dribbler. Megan Nelson got some good contact, but other than that, Tigers haven't really barreled up the ball yet.
Delivery into O'Dowd. That one's up above the letters for ball 1-1 the count. We have seen Padilla pepper the strike zone so far, for sure. So it's just the matter of the Tigers trying to get their timing right here against the speedy pitcher. This one a swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped into the catcher's glove was O'Dowd, but now down 1-2. Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. So 2 away for the Tigers as Sydney Snook will come to the plate. Sydney drove in a pair of runs that were pretty crucial in yesterday's matchup in round 2 when the Tigers had to come from behind, as that one is fouled straight back. Digging in is Snook. Snook delivers, or excuse me, Padilla delivers to Snook. And that's a swing and a miss, and now quickly 0-2. A ball was awarded on maybe an illegal pitch, so 1-1 actually the count. Delivery. This one is hit into shallow left. That's going to fall from the left fielder. Everyone's safe on the RBI single by Sydney Snook.
And just another floater base hit for the Tigers. Good job getting that ball in play for Snook. And jumping on Padilla early are the Tigers. A crooked number in the bottom of the first.
2-0, Tigers lead it. And it may be a little bit of a couple Texas leaguers, but they'll take them. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. Nat Lundeen now the batter. First pitch you'll see right in there for a strike. And Padilla has located on that corner well. Right on the outside corner at the knees. Perfect pitch from Padilla. 0-1 the count now. Runners on first and second for the Tigers. 2 outs, a 2-0 lead. Delivery is swung on and missed up high from Lundeen. Went chasing up at the letters. And now 0-2.
Yeah, and a lot of 2-strike counts for Padilla in this game. Just has struggled a little bit putting away batters.
Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Tigers will go down here in the first inning, but they get 2. And they lead it 2-0. We'll head to the top of the second here in the Erie Tiger Network.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Dylan Richardson here with you. 2-0 Tigers as we head to the top of the second. And D. Rich will take over here.
So top of the second for the Tigers. Maddox Hull on the bump. Lacey Rudabaugh at the plate for Fruita.
By the way,
First pitch is just high for ball 1.
Lacey is the cousin of J.J. King, who you heard yesterday. Figured that was worth sharing.
The 1-0 outside for ball 2, 2-0. Maddox winds and deals just in there for strike 1. 2-1 now to Rodabaugh.
The corners are definitely being given to the pitchers here, so should be a chance for the pitchers to continue to get strikes.
2-1 swung on and missed, strike 2. So 2-2 now to the 5-hole Lacey Rodabaugh. Tigers lead it 2-0, top of the first. The 2-2 off speed just a little bit low, full count.
Yeah, trying to get Rodabaugh to chase there, and pretty good bat discipline. That's one of those that's tough to lay off of when it's so juicy for such a long period of time.
The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yep, excellent fastball. Just, yeah, that's what you do. You work the off speed to set up your fastball. Hard for the eyes to just continually adjust between speeds, and masterfully done that time by Maddox.
So 1 out now, top of the second, Maddox Hull. Tigers lead it 2-0. Batter is Layla Hoisington.
That's how I'd say it.
Yeah, first pitch swung on and missed as the umpire is directing traffic in the Fruita dugout. Doesn't like the players near the opening of the dugout, I believe is what that is. So 0-1 now. That is just low for ball 1. Didn't miss by much there.
Umpire in command. You do want to see that from a semifinal game. Umpire that feels confident, like they control the field.
So 1-1. Swung on, foul. Way ahead of that was Hoisington. Hit it almost into the Tigers dugout. And 1-2 now.
Yep, Tigers, the home team, and in the state playoffs, the higher seed gets the third base side dugout. So if Fossil were to win and Erie wins, Erie would be the home team. They'd be the away team if Chatfield wins.
The 1-2 just missed. Maddox Hull really wanted that one. Good job laying off was Hoisington.
Yeah, they have really done a good job laying off borderline pitches, have Fruita. They are a team that wants to see a lot of pitches.
2-2. Swing and a miss.
Third K already for Maddox. In fact, 3 in a row. Starting to get her groove on.
Yeah, gave up that hard hit single up the middle on the first pitch of the game and has retired 6 straight since then. And now 5 straight since then. And now 2 outs in the top of the second. Nobody on for Fruita and Peyton Shear. First pitch to her is up high for ball 1. The 7-hole hitter for Fruita. The 1-0. Up high again. Shear wanted it for a second. Good job laying off though.
I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Echo Hawk, but had Columbine beat Fruita, would have been a rematch of last year's semi.
So the 2-0. Swung on, fielded by Osborne, throws it across in time for out number 3. So 1-2-3, top of the second for the Tigers. We'll take a break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program and get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Tigers, they lead it 2-0, bottom of the second. Aaron Young leading off for the Tigers. Padilla on the mound. First pitch is way high for ball one. Aaron Young, the 8-hole hitter. Tigers sent 7 up to the plate in the bottom of the first. And the 1-0, is just high again for ball two.
And Aaron Young has been a power revelation for the Tigers. A home run yesterday, home run in the regionals, and so 2 in the last week. And she's got to be pretty confident coming into today.
Hitters count 2-0 from Padilla. Swing and a miss. And Aaron Young, I believe, also walk-off home run on senior night, I believe, for the Tigers. So 2-1 now from Padilla. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Padilla's really peppering the top of the zone now, trying to get away from Tiger bats as much as possible. So 2-2 now from Padilla. Up high again. Good eye from Aaron Young there.
You know, it's worked out for Erie so far, but what we've seen is Fruita has laid off all borderline pitches. The Tigers have swung at all borderline pitches.
So full count now. The 3-2 is just off the plate for ball 4, and the Tigers have the leadoff runner on again.
Back-to-back innings, you put a little bit of pressure on a pretty good pitcher. That's what you want early in this game. And the Tigers did their job. They manufactured 2 runs. It wasn't necessarily the prettiest way to manufacture 2 runs, but they did it. Now they're in position to manufacture another.
Now Lozier shows bunt. That ball is outside and low to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, Lyric, you know, we've seen her bunt so many times. Her average is so high because she's just so good at placing the ball. And with her speed, it's hard to get her out.
That is fouled away on the bunt attempt. 1-1. Tigers 1 runner on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second, leading 2-0.
Lyric 442, by the way.
The 1-1 is bunted down the third base line. Tough play and just in time. Great play there by the third baseman for Fruita. That is sheer, but Aaron Young does move over into scoring position for the Tigers, and now back to the top of the order for Megan Nelson.
Yeah, and that was actually Olivia Worth, the second baseman, who had to slide over because Shear came up for the bunt.
So Megan Nelson led off on a throwing error by the shortstop. Ended up coming around to score. So runner on second. First pitch was low, ball 1. Second pitch low, ball 2. To Nelson. Padilla deals the 2-0. That is swung on, high fly ball. Right field, it is down to the wall for a base hit. Young will round third and come home, and she will score on the double by Megan Nelson, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Aaron Young flashing the good speed, and that's why Coach Echohawk loves to bunt into scoring position. You get a hit in the outfield with good speed, you have an auto run.
Yeah, and good piece of hitting there. Just punch that ball the other way to the gap by Megan Nelson, and the Tigers still 1 on and 1 out.
And I'm still waiting for Gabby Gricius to hit a home run. Yesterday, it seemed like she was hitting everything hard.
That is in there for strike 1 to Gricius. The sleeves rolled up to the shoulders for Gabby.
Gabby, only 1 home run on the season, but
There's
power's
a
there.
high fly ball, and that's gonna go. Good call there. And the Tigers, they take a 5-0 lead on the home run to dead center field by Gabby Gricius.
Well, I told you, because you could sense it coming all day yesterday, and she just hadn't cranked one yet, and she got a tasty pitch right down the middle and sent it to dead center.
And now we might see a pitching change coming for Fruita. Head coach coming out to talk to Padilla. That was a meatball there for Gabby Gricius.
Well, not just that, but Gabby Gricius hits a home run, and then you have to deal with the national leader in home runs coming up in Addie Osborne. So you want to talk to your pitcher, because easy to get rattled, and then you need to find a way to be confident for this at bat.
Yeah, so another crooked number in the bottom of the second for the Tigers. Already leading at 5-0, still only 1 out here. Addie Osborne struck out her first plate appearance. First pitch to her is just high for ball 1. And so the 3 runs for the Tigers come off a walk, a double, and a home run. The 1-0 is foul tipped for strike 1. The 1-1 is in there for strike 2, 1-2 to Osborne. And maybe a little win for Padilla if she can strike out the national leader in home runs. 1-2. Did she go? She did. So another strikeout for Osborne, and 2 outs now for Laskowski.
Yeah, Addie, she likes to try and hit for the deep ball, so sometimes you can strike her out, especially if you throw off speed.
First pitch into Laskowski is outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Tigers, they lead at 5-0. Bottom of the second, 2 out, nobody on. The 0-1 swung on, just a little blooper down the right field line, and it drops past the right fielder. Laskowski's going to round first, and she's going to go for 3. Will the throw be in time? It is just late, and Laskowski has a 2-out triple.
Yeah, a triple because the right fielder tried to dive to make the play and just couldn't come up with it. And then when you hit that to right field and that happens, you got to tack back, pick it up. Good job by Laskowski. Good base running. She was committed to getting to third base from the moment she saw that ball go past.
So runner on third, 2 outs now for the Tigers. O'Dowd at the plate. She struck out her first appearance. First pitch is high, ball 1.
Tigers just need a single from O'Dowd so that they hit for the cycle in the inning, the team cycle.
So 1-0 to O'Dowd. Swing and a miss.
Coach Echohawk going to chat with O'Dowd. I like this. Coach Echohawk has a really good sense for where her players are at. She just seems to push the right buttons all the time. And just watching Kelsey yesterday and today, she's trying to kind of maybe break out of a little bit of a mini slump for her.
So 1-1 to O'Dowd. Padilla has thrown a lot of strikes. Tigers have just jumped on it a little bit. 2 outs, runner on third for the Tigers. They lead at 5-0, bottom of the second. 1-1. That is just high for ball 2.
Fruita rallied yesterday, so if you're Erie, you just want to take advantage of every opportunity, even if you're already up 5-0.
2-1 is fouled back over the screen, and 2-2 now to Kelsey O'Dowd.
Much more confident swing. Look down to Coach Echo Hawk, and she's shaking her head saying, yes, that's the type of swing we expect from you.
2-2 is all the way up at the eyes. Full count now to O'Dowd. (3-2) from Padilla, fouled back, right back to us.
The left fielder for Fruita Monument playing pretty shallow here, so if Kelsey can pull the ball at all, there's a pretty decent sized hole in the gap.
So 3-2 from Padilla again. That is swing and a miss for strike 3, but the Tigers, they get 3 more here in the bottom of the second. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as we head to the top of the third. It will be the 8-9-1 hitters for Fruita in the third. So far, 1 hit, no runs for Fruita. For Erie, 5 runs off 6 hits through 2. So Tigers looking good early, but we have seen Fruita be a scrappy team. And so, like I said, last half inning, you got to take advantage of every little opportunity you get in these late tournament games, as there's a first pitch fastball taken for strike 1 by Raina Roberts, the designated player. First at bat for her here out of the 8-hole, and she will check at that one. That was way upstairs, and that found her bat, so 0-2 the count. Really starting to warm up out here. Hardly feels like mid-October. Not a cloud in the sky. Hull will wheel, deliver, and that one way upstairs taken for a ball.
Yeah, and Fruita yesterday, they trailed 6-5 in the top of the 7th, and they scored 6 runs in that top of the 7th to beat Columbine 11-6.
Hull will check the wristband. Now fires. This one is fouled to the third base coach for Fruita.
Good off-speed pitch there from Hull. Just couldn't quite stay back was Roberts.
1-2 pitch on the way. Outside and high for a ball, 2-2. Like we said, Erie has been real aggressive at all borderline pitches. Fruita has not wanted to hit any borderline pitches, and a foul ball from another field has found its way onto field B1, which is where the 5A state championship will be held for the winner of this team versus the winner of Chatfield and Fossil Ridge. That one low, ball 3, so 3-2 here. We saw a lot of full counts for Maddox Hull yesterday. That one is turned on and ripped, but high and foul.
Yeah, and that was an off-speed pitch that caught a little bit too much plate. Roberts just cranked that ball foul. That had plenty of distance, just about 20 yards too far left.
8-hole hitter with Roberts. I say you just go hard and in. Nelson set up on the outer half, And that one underneath the knees. And so a base runner and a leadoff runner at that for Fruita. Fruita Monument looking for their first run of the game. The Wildcats. In case you're wondering where Fruita Monument is, it's just outside Grand Junction. I grew up near Monument, Colorado, so that always threw me off. So I was like, where the heck is Fruita Monument? I live near Monument.
That was a good at-bat there from Roberts. Just didn't get a pitch to hit on that 3-2, but stayed disciplined and got a leadoff runner on.
Isabel Blue at the bat. And the snap throw down to first, not in time. That was close, though. Good call there. I think she did get under the tag was Roberts, who was leaning again, because once again, they just haven't been able to execute the bunt so far, has Fruita.
Yeah, and Tigers' wheel play has worked pretty well. Gerstis just one step late to first, or else that could have been detrimental for Fruita.
Another bunt attempt that's missed as that pitch came in underneath the knee, so now 0-2. Love the chance. Let's go, Blue. Here we go, Blue. So Isabel Blue digging in here. Delivery from hole. 0-2 pitch underneath the knees, taken for a ball, 1-2.
That's a good take there from Blue. Didn't miss by very much.
No outs, one on here, top of the third for Fruita Monument. The 9-hole hitter, Isabel Blue, at the plate. Hole will fire that one right down Broadway for strike 3. And the backward K. And the 4th strikeout of the game for Hull. That'll bring Ava Stevens as we head back to the top of the order, back up to the plate. She singled hard to dead center her first time up. Hull will deliver. And an off-speed pitch is hit the other way. Young coming in, makes the catch, throws it to first. Double play in time, and the Tigers get out of the inning, 1-2-3. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. 5-0, Tigers lead it here in the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, bottom of the third inning, and the Tigers lead it 5-0 here on the Erie Tiger Network. So glad you could join us. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that notification icon. Leading out the inning is Sydney Snook. She singled in a run her last time up in the first inning, as that one is fouled back out of play.
Yeah, and if you're Padilla, you need a clean inning here. That big 3-run inning for the Tigers last inning. Maybe sticking in the back of your mind a little bit. You just need to focus and try to keep your team in this game.
The 1-0 pitch, or 0-1 pitch rather, to Snook. And they'll say that she didn't swing. So 1-1 for the dad. Very vocal and not like sounded like my toddler. What? Delivery swung on and missed, and now 1-2 the count. Snook just has a way of having 2 strikes and having to hit with 2 strikes. She's a grinder, though, that's for sure. That one fouled back over our heads and out of play. Still 1-2 here. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff hitter up, and Sydney Snook. It'll be Snook, Lundeen, and Young here in the inning for the Tigers. And that one low in the dirt, easy to lay off that one. Could see that right out of Padilla's hands.
That might have slipped a little bit on that slider.
Padilla delivers. This one is fouled as well, out of play.
That sounded good off the barrel of the bat there, but just foul for Snook.
No, you're good. Don't worry about that.
2-2 the count. We're sitting right by the ball baby, which is how they shuttle balls in to the infield to the umpire. I like that. I've never seen that before here at State Softball. All right, this one is weakly hit to first, and she'll step on the bag and secure the first out. That was Hosington down there that grabbed that one. So that'll bring up Nat Lundeen to the plate. Nat struck out her last time up. Nat on the year, a .290 hitter. And a swing and a miss. First inning that the Tigers have not had the leadoff runner aboard. As a 0-1 count. Now presiding here over Lundeen. Outfield playing straight away and fairly shallow. As you often see here at State, because the fences, well, I don't want to say they're shallow, because they're maybe slightly in what you normally see. You see home runs elevated a little bit, but more of the short fence too, and you can see through it, so that's real appetizing for these hitters. Just feels like if you get a hold of one, it's gone. And more importantly, you're not at Tiger Stadium where the wind is blowing in.
Yeah.
2-1 the count here after a high pitch. Now Padilla. She'll deliver and strike two on a swing and a miss from Lundeen. 2-2 count. One out. Nobody on here for the Tigers. Bottom of the third. The Tigers so far 5 runs off 6 hits. Lundeen showing bunt. She'll pull back and she'll take a look at strike number 3. So 2 gone here, and that'll bring Young back to the plate, who walked her last time up. Erin Young getting a little bit more run here as the season kind of wanes. 37 at-bats on the season, a .351 hitter. She has 3 home runs, and 2 of them in the last week. And just looking at Young, you wouldn't say, oh, power for days.
If you know her brother, though, you would know power. Her brother, good wrestler for the high school. And her parents both rugby players.
Well, there you go. Delivery, swing and a miss. A big swing and a miss there from Young on an upstairs fastball. Looking down to Coach Eckhawks, and it's all right. Fruita trying to get through an inning clean. Padilla delivers, swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Tigers go quietly 1, 2, 3 in the third. We'll head to the top of the 4th, 5-0 lead here on the Erie Tiger Network.
We are strong and we'll get through this together, but these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Tigers, they lead it 5-0, top of the 4th now for Fruita. It is Fortunato, the left fielder, 2-hole hitter, hitting left-handed. Maddox Hull pitching for the Tigers. 1 hit through 3 innings for Fruita. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Fortunato hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning. 0-1 is an off-speed pitch. Fortunato trying to go for that little slap hit there. Just missed for ball 1.
Fortunato grounded into a fielder's choice, as you said. So really, there has only been one hard hit ball, and it was the first batter of the game for Fruita.
1-1 is just high for ball 2. Two-1 from Hull. Swung on, low grounder to second base, fielded cleanly by Grishers. So flip it over to first for the first out for the Tigers.
Yeah, Gabby, I tell you what, just the model of consistency defensively. She has a homer in this game. She just is built for the moment. Just every time I watch her, she's kind of like, you know how we gush over Ronan Ward on the broadcast? That's always how I feel about Gabby, too. Just like she is a primetime player.
So now up is Olivia Worth, the second baseman. First pitch was off the plate for ball 1. Worth grounded out her first at bat of the game. The 1-0 is grounded to Grishas, so flip it over to first again, and out number 2.
Good read by Gabby. Had to charge hard for that one because it was a slow roller. And then when you're charging that hard and you glove it, really the only thing you can do is underhand it, and that's exactly what she did.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Fruita. Bingham, the cleanup hitter now for Fruita, struck out her last time up. Hull off the plate for ball 1.
Maddox walked one in the third, but because of the double play, she's essentially retired, 8 straight?
9 straight. 1-0 is swung on and missed. Man, I struggle with counting. It's
11 straight.
11 straight. counting is
we're missing an inning in there.
So 1-1 from Hull. Swung on, little tapper, just foul. 1-2 now.
And no runs off one hit. That's crazy.
Hull off speed, that is smashed through the hole between third and short for a base hit. That just caught a little bit too much plate there. And Fruita finally gets another runner on.
Well, it's because we talked about it, Dylan.
Yep.
The announcer's curse lives.
So 2 on, 2 out, 1 on for Fruita. That'll bring up Rodaba. Struck out her first at-bat of the game. Tigers, they lead at 5-0, top 4, 2 out. First pitch is tapped to third. That is fielded cleanly by
Sydney Snook.
And that'll retire the side. Tigers, they still lead at 5-0. We'll take a break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Card-carrying fan. Get your CU Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First National Bank's free checking.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Tigers, they lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be the 9-hole hitter for the Tigers. It is DeLozier. First pitch from Padilla, slapped to the third baseman, and it's bobbled, and DeLozier will reach on the fielding error by the third baseman. And the Tigers have the leadoff runner on once again.
Well, they've scored when they get that leadoff runner, so hopefully they can find a way to make it happen again.
So top of the order now, Megan Nelson. Runner on first, nobody out. Padilla, first pitch is in there for strike one.
When it's the fourth inning and your leadoff batter comes to the plate for the third time, that's a good sign.
So 0-1 from Padilla. It's going to be bunted just foul back to the screen by Nelson.
Nelson doubled her last time up, and that was one of those where thought I had a chance to go.
Yep, 0-2 now to Nelson. That is way up at the eyes from Padilla. Ball one. One-two. Swung on, fly ball. It's going to be fielded by the right fielder for Fruita. She'll throw it into the infield. It gets through to the catcher. DeLozier is going to try to take second, and she's doubled up. And double play for Fruita. That is 9-3-1-6.
Yeah, that was one of those where Lyric did a good job of watching the ball and returning to first. And then the throw glanced off the first baseman's glove, and she just, I think, got a little bit too greedy there.
9-3-2-6, excuse me. Not the pitcher, the catcher. So it'll be Gricius at the plate. First pitch was fouled away. 2 outs, nobody on for the Tigers. 0-1 is a little high, ball one.
Well, Gricius, she can be the one to kind of reestablish what you want. That hurts to lose a base runner when you have Gabby, who is swinging a really hot bat.
Thought for a second that one was going to land right here. That was fouled away by Gricius. 1-2.
It was right into the sun,
yeah.
So we couldn't see where it went.
So, chance for Padilla, 3 innings in a row. Keep her team in the game. 1-2 to Gricius. That is inside. Ball 2. 2-2 from Padilla. Swung on through the shortstop third baseman hole, and Gricius has a 2-out single.
Man, Gricius. It must be like hitting a beach ball right now, because she has just been on every pitch in every at-bat for the last 2 days.
Yeah, she's one of the few Tigers to pull the ball against Padilla here. So Tigers runner on first, 2 outs for Osborne. That off speed is just barely off the plate.
Yeah, and the Fruita fans will want that, but the catcher set up outside pitch. She's grabbing it outside the frame of her body. That's going to get called a ball 9 times out of 10.
1-0 is blown past Osborne. 1-1.
Addie just needs to kind of even foul off a good one. And I think that can kind of get her back in. Addie wanted time and then was Kind of unsure whether she would have got it granted or not.
1-1 high fly ball center field. Camped under it is the center fielder for Fruita. She fields it cleanly, and the Tigers are retired. 5-0 though. We'll go to the top of the 5th.
Layla Hosington, the 6-hole hitter and first baseman for this Fruita team, and she'll take a look at a ball outside. 1 hit, no runs so far for Fruita, a team that put up 2 hits, 11 on Columbine just yesterday. See if the Tigers can continue that, as Maddox Hull has really done a good job mixing up locations, mixing up speeds, but also the defense has been rock solid for the Tigers. Need that when you get to this late. Hull delivers. This one is golfed into left. That's foul ground, but Lyric will, just have it glance off her glove. You have extra wide territory down the foul lines here with the dugouts being so far off the field, and Lyric had a chance about, 30, 40 feet off of the foul line, and it just glanced off the edge of her glove on a dead sprint.
That ball just hung up in the air, and that would have been an amazing catch out in left field.
Ooh, and that pitch just misses outside. And that's one of those that Maddox, she emotes, and she didn't like that wasn't called strike 3. 2-2 the count here. No on, no out. Leadoff hitter up. This one dribbled right back, or hard hit right back. The comebacker was caught on one bounce by Hull onto first for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and that's great reaction time there from Maddox Hull to just reach up over her left shoulder and snag that, and then cool, calm, collected over to first. I know some pitchers struggle with that a little bit, but no issues there for Maddox.
Short her last time up as she takes a look at ball 1.
Yeah, and Maddox has really dotted that spot, just not quite getting the call there.
Delivery. This one is softly hit towards center, and coming to grab it, a good read. Kelsey O'Dowd will put it away for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here in the top of the 5th.
Fruita just hung up a little bit too much. Good play by O'Dowd in center field.
Raina Roberts will now come to the plate, the designated player. She walked her last time up, and she'll take a look at ball 1 just off the plate. Once again, that's one of those where to the fans it looks like a good pitch, but Nelson, we're seeing right behind home plate. She's set up well outside off the plate. Outside set up again. This one dribbled back to Gricius. Good glove, good toss to first, and a very efficient, quick 1-2-3 inning for Maddox Hull and the Tigers. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-0 Erie here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Go to where your friends are. Go to where the action's at. Go find your sense of adventure. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store located in Erie, Colorado. Go Airheads and go Tigers.
You are watching the ETN.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Bottom of the 5th inning here for the Tigers. They lead it 5-0. And it will be Laskowski, O'Dowd, and Snook do up the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Tigers.
And an update on the other semifinal game. Chatfield leads Fossil Ridge 2-1 in the top of the 5th.
All right, good one going on over there as that pitch comes in low to Renee. She's 2 for 2 today. A single and a triple. Neither really barreled up, but heck, you hit it where they ain't. That's what you're supposed to do. This one skied to right field. Tacking back is the right fielder toward the wall, and she'll put it away for out number 1. Got Dylan out of his seat there. He thought it might go. Just worked underneath it was Renee. Now Kelsey O'Dowd will come to the plate. She has struck out twice. Her, Nat, and Addie have all struck out twice. In fact, 7 strikeouts in all for Padilla. And O'Dowd will foul that one off. Much more confident cut that time from Kelsey.
Yeah, Padilla just had those 2 innings to start the game where she didn't quite get into her groove. Tigers got a little bit of luck on weakly hit balls, but since then, Padilla has been clicking.
That one will find the corner on the inner half of the plate, and quickly O'Dowd down 0-2. Delivery fouled, and that was hit straight into the ground.
Yeah, caught her back foot, shaking it off a little bit.
I was hoping you would see Fruita turn around and you tell me if she looks a little bit like JJ. Grittier than JJ because she's a catcher. 0-2 pitch on the way here to O'Dowd. This one is hit right back up the middle, over the head of the second baseman, out into right center. O'Dowd with a 1-out single, and that's got to feel good for Kelsey. Struck out her first 2 at-bats, but you could see during that second at-bat, okay, I can get back to the ball here. And once again, on a pitcher's count, the Tigers deliver again. They've done that all day.
Yeah, it's been 2-strike hitting for the Tigers, and Padilla has been 5 or 6 strikes away from a clean game.
This one hit by Snook on the first pitch toward the gap. That's going to be cut off by the center fielder nicely, so O'Dowd will have to quickly scurry back into second. So waiting a little bit here as the umpire makes the change. Make sure he has it written on his lineup card. Now Padilla will settle. Wheels, fires, and a big swing and miss from Agnew. Just a touch late on it.
Yeah, we might see that from Agnew this at-bat and maybe next at-bat from her. The speed of Padilla is definitely there and noticeable.
This one fouled off, so catching up a little bit there is Reagan. 1 out, 2 on for the Tigers. You have Agnew and Young on deck, and we've seen Young get pinch hit for, and actually it will be Avery Gilbert, should there not be a double play, pinch hitting for Young. This one is fouled off toward the dugout. Tigers trying to make the most of their opportunity here with 2 on and 1 out. In the 5th, they could stretch that lead out, add some more insurance. Delivery fouled again, and Agnew hanging tough here against Padilla.
Definitely a little bit behind the ball is Agnew, but she has got back to the ball 3 times now.
If you're Fruita, if you're Padilla, I think you got to pitch one outside the zone here. Delivery. That is low underneath the knees, and good job. That's a perfect location for that pitch. It's low. It's a ball, but tough to lay off of with 2 strikes, and Reagan did a good job. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and now 2 away as Avery Gilbert will come to the plate in a big position, and so Coach Echo Hawk will come up and chat with Blue behind home plate. No, not Isabel Blue, but the umpire. So you have 2 on, 2 out, and you have good speed on the base paths. You have your starting center fielder in scoring position, and Sydney Snook, a good athlete, right behind her. Avery Gilbert one of the trove of seniors on this Tiger team, a .316 hitter on the year. 12 hits overall in the season, 1 triple and 2 doubles. So if she gets a hold of one, she has gap-to-gap power as well. Pitch high to Avery, and she'll take for ball 1. Sometimes in pinch hitting situations, it's especially hard to be disciplined at the plate because you feel like you're put in to get a hit, and that's what you want to do. That one inside, and she'll take a look at 2 straight balls. So quickly, 2-0 the count. We haven't seen much 2-0 counts here against the Tigers from Padilla.
Definitely not as we get into innings as well.
Padilla delivers. This one is and just beyond the reach of the catcher. Got out of her stance quickly. Was Rodabaugh, but couldn't quite get to it as that landed near the on-deck circle on the first base line. Deuces wild here. Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
1 strike. I got ahead of myself. Let's not do that. Let's just see a hit. How about that? 2-1 pitch upstairs, 3-1.
We have not seen, we've only seen maybe 1 or 2 3-ball counts from Padilla in this game.
Yeah, the only 3-ball count I can remember is the walk to Young. 3-1 the count. Delivery. Inside, swung foul.
Caught her front foot, I think, for Gilbert, and she's battled tough in the pinch hit situation.
That might have been a walk had she been able to lay off. That tough to lay off. That was coming in there on the hands. 3-2, 2 outs. Big moment of this game for both teams. Padilla wheels, fires, and that is outside for ball 4. And so the second walk of the game issued to Avery Gilbert. So now the bases are loaded for Lyric Delosier, who is 0 for 1 today, but did reach on an error her last time up. And Lyric, a .442 hitter on the year, 23 hits. She will slap this one to third. They'll come to home. And I guess that was the easy way. And so 1 pitch to Lyric and an out, and that will end the inning. The Tigers, though, they still lead by 5. We'll head to the 6th here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Dylan Richardson, Brandon Bird, top of the 6th. Pinch hitter is Clements for Fruita Monument. Tegan Clements is pinch hitting in the 9-hole. Gracie Sackett back now on to pitch for the Tigers. Here in to get the close possibly. 6 outs remaining for the Tigers. And first pitch to Clemens is low, ball 1, as is the second for ball 2.
I like this pitching change for the Tigers. You save Maddox's arm a little bit, and I always think Gracie pitches best with the lead. Like, she is really sharp when she has the lead. And so an excellent option to kind of be a closer for the Tigers.
3-0 now to Clemens, the pinch hitter here in the top of the 6th. Fruita just trying to manufacture anything if possible. That's 3 low pitches from Sackett. 3-0 is taking all the way, and it's low, ball 4. So lead off walk for Fruita, and we flip the lineup card to the top of the order now. It'll be Ava Stevens. She has a single and a double play on the day. So first pitch to Stevens is in there. First strike of the game for Gracie Sackett.
There you go. You can settle. You know you can hit the strike zone. That's a good feeling. Get that first strike going, especially when your first batter you face is a 4-pitch walk.
Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 6th. As a little blooper to right center field, and that is going to be caught out there by Avery Gilbert. Good play, charging in towards the dirt was Gilbert, and that's the first out of the top of the 6th for the Tigers.
Excellent read by Avery, because that was kind of branded for no man's land, and she had to go on a dead sprint, and she caught that around her knees.
So it'll be Fortunato, the 2-hole hitter for Fruita Monument. The left-handed slap hitter takes ball 1.
Fortunato 0 for 2 today, and has grounded to second and first.
That's a little slap hit down the left field line, just foul. 1-1. And Fruita is yet to get a runner in scoring position this game. So good base running prevention from Tigers pitching so far. Fortunato, a little grounder back to Sackett. She'll just go to first. And as I say that, Fruita finally gets their first runner in scoring position. But 2 outs now for the Tigers.
Whoo! Dylan almost got smoked by a foul ball.
Where did that come from?
Oh my goodness. Whew!
It brushed the fabric of my pant leg. Wow.
That had some heat on it too.
Yeah, so 2 outs, runner on second for Olivia Worth. She takes strike 1.
Tell you what, you almost need a hard hat when you're out here at these fields.
.01 is fouled away by Worth. 0-2 very quickly.
This is what you want if you're Fruita. You have your 3-hole hitter up with a runner in scoring position. So, tell you what, they got to find a way, I think, to make this happen, because you want to utilize when you have an opportunity, and they have been unable to do that so far.
0-2 from Sackett. Swung on, grounded to Grishis, so fielded cleanly, flipped to first, and the Tigers are 3 outs away from the state championship game. We will take a break. Tigers, they lead at 5-0 going to the bottom of the 6th.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Bottom of the 6th, Tigers, they lead it 5-0. And it'll be the top of the order, Megan Nelson, to lead off against Padilla for Fruita Monument.
Sun is a factor right now with the broadcast. I'm just going to throw that out there. Laptop, not too hot yet, but tell you what, it's starting to cook out here.
So first pitch is high to Nelson. And Tigers just looking for some insurance runs here, leading 5-0.
1 for 2 on the day is Nelson. 2 runs scored.
That is fouled away by Megan Nelson. So 1-1 now. Swung on ground ball, chopper to shortstop. She'll throw it over. It's over the head of the first baseman. Megan will round first, go to second. The throw is not in time, and Megan Nelson gets to second base, and the Tigers have a runner in scoring position and nobody out.
Tell you what, excellent job by Rodabaugh to back up that throw. She got that off one hop, fired an absolute bullet. And if it wasn't for the speed of Nelson, that would have been an out. And that was a bang-bang play regardless.
So now Grishis, she is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a home run. Runner on second, nobody out. There's a high fly ball to left center field, and that is Grishis' second home run of the game.
Second 2-run home run of the game. And oh boy, she has been special today, Dylan.
Man, 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored for Gabby Grishis in this game, and the Tigers, they take a 7-0 lead.
And I got a little bit of goosebumps there. The crowd rose to their feet. You could kind of feel it, the pulsing energy coming from the Tiger fans, and so cool to see Gabby just get hot in that zone. And what I say a couple innings ago, she's scratching at the surface of hitting a bomb. Well, she just hit bomb number 2 and 3 today.
So we're going to see a pitching change here for Fruita. Padilla will come out, and into the game for him will be Bailey Bingham.
So Blue will come out. Tegan Clements will be a permanent fixture now in the lineup. And now we have a full baby here, full ball baby. We were getting low on balls there.
So Tigers 7-0 lead now, bottom of the 6th. It has just been the Gabby Grishis show.
Yeah, if you're wondering who the worth player, or chiropractic player of the game is, I don't think you need to wonder. It's Gabby Grishis. She's been fantastic behind the plate. She's 4 for 4, 2 bombs. She has 3 runs scored. She has 4 of the RBIs. Just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it has just been a lot of hard hit balls for Grishis and soft hit balls for everybody else. And now it'll be Bingham into pitch, and Addie Osborne with nobody out. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
And this is a chance for Addie. You want to see her get a hit. If the Tigers are moving on, which it feels like they're in a great spot to do that, you want to see Addie get a hit to carry a little bit of momentum with her into that next game.
Outside, 2-0, hitters count for Osborne. 2-0 is on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
That was a good no swing by Addie. She would have had to reach to get that one and spit on it, live to see another.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. And by the way, Megan Nelson also 3 runs scored. She has reached on 2 errors and both times has scored a run for the Tigers. 2-2 to Osborne off the plate. Full count now.
Yeah, Bingham definitely not the pace on the ball. So a little bit of an adjustment here for Addie.
So 3-2 to Osborne. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the third strikeout of the game for Addie Osborne.
Well, she's saving him for next game.
All right, so Renee Leskowski with 1 on, nobody out, 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th for the Tigers. Bingham deals in the dirt, ball 1.
Renee, 2 for 3, singled and tripled. Flew out to right her last time up.
1-0, lined right up the middle, diving play by the shortstop for Fruita. She never really had a chance at it, but that was impressive to keep that ball in the infield, but Laskowski will reach on the 1-out single.
Yeah, and they're going to pinch run for Renee here, as we typically see late in game. Coach Echo Hawk pretty consistent here, and we've seen this pretty much 5 straight games or so from Coach Echo Hawk that she will send Maddie Rollins in for Laskowski in this situation. 2 things. Means Laskowski keeps getting on base late in games, and they keep putting speed on for her. So that's a good world to live in.
Yep, so 1 on, 1 out for Kelsey O'Dowd. She is 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single in the game so far. 2 runs in for the Tigers. They lead it 7-0, bottom of the 6th here against Fruita. So Bingham now, and now there's going to be a conversation between the umpires. I assume that's a lineup conversation.
Yeah.
And finally, O'Dowd will step in. First pitch to her is in there for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to O'Dowd. Swung on high, fly ball right field. It's going to be camped under by the right fielder for Fruita and caught. And now 2 outs.
Tell you what, playing left field for Fruita has to be real boring. There has been no balls hit toward her today.
All right, so 2 outs, 1 on. It'll be Snook now to hit for the Tigers. She is 2 for 3, and there's a liner through the center field gap, and Rollins will round second and go first to third, and the Tigers have them on the corners with 2 outs.
Yep, Snook, she had 3rd single of the day, and tell you what, yesterday was kind of one of those days where it was a little bit of a struggle at the plate for Sydney. She found ways to make it happen, but never really squared up the ball. Today, she just keeps squaring up the ball time after time. Love to see that.
So Reagan Agnew now to hit for the Tigers. She struck out her first at-bat of the game. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Agnew takes ball 1.
Tigers up a touchdown here, fitting the day after new touchdown record. You knew I was going to workshop that in there.
1-0 is inside, ball 2. So hitters count for Agnew with runners on the corners are Snook and Rollins. 2-0, swung on, fouled away. So 2-1 now, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Tigers 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Gabby Gricius, her second 2-run home run of the game.
Reagan had a couple good cuts in this bat.
2-1, hit down the line, and it's just foul. That was smoked down the line, but about 5 feet too far to the right.
That was well hit. Reagan keeps straightening it out. We've seen her go foul, a little bit less foul, and right there, that was just maybe 2 feet foul. And it started off fair. That had a lot of spin on it.
Yep, so 2-2, I believe, to Agnew. 2 outs, runners on the corners. 2-2 is in the dirt.
Yeah, good eye. We've seen that both at bats from Reagan. If it's too low, she can lay off those.
That was the 1-2 pitch, excuse me. No, I was right. It was the 2-2 pitch, 3-2. Full count to Agnew, swung on, grounder to second. Fielded, a little bobble, but flipped over to first, and that'll retire the side. Tigers are 3 outs away from the state championship game. We'll take a break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Hi there, I'm Charlie Meyer with the Erie Tiger Network, and I'm here to let you know that we have a Patreon page. I'm not going to use all kinds of flavorful speech to convince you to join it. However, I will say this. Erie Tiger Network is a super cool class that provides great opportunities for both student athletes and aspiring broadcasters behind the camera. I mean, look at me. I get to film a commercial in front of an empty football field. Yes, sir, this is the life. So please, head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network to help support us today.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, top of the 7th, and the Tigers are 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the state championship. My gosh, that would be the, third time that we have broadcasted a state championship game if the Tigers can do it here, and Sackett delivers, and a foul tip caught for strike 1 from Bailey Bingham. It's the 4, 5, 6 hitters here for Fruita. Bingham 1 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a single her last time up, and she will pop this one to right field over the head of Gilbert. Gilbert will pick it off the wall, and a stand-up double, and actually that throw came in pretty good from Gilbert. Bingham almost got caught falling off the bag, so a leadoff double for Fruita. Fruita trying to get their energy and team back into this. A tall order, 7 runs, so
they scored 6, and the last time they were down at the top of the 7th. So Tigers need to stay on their toes. And an update on the other semifinal game is tied in the top of the 6th. Fossil Ridge did have first and second 2 outs, but Chatfield could have gotten out of that.
Rodabaugh will foul that one back into the screen. Lacey has struck out and grounded to third her last time up. So 0 for 2 today. In fact, only 2, make that 3 now hits for Fruita on the day. As that one is just off the plate for a ball. Sackett peers into the dugout. 1-1 pitch is fouled. 1-2 now the count here to Rodabaugh.
And if you're Sackett, you need to just stay calm. You have a 7-run cushion here, but need to execute.
Here goes Sackett, delivers, swung on and missed for strike 3. And so now the Tigers are only 2 outs away from playing for their first ever 5A state title. Layla Hosington, the batter here, the starting first baseman. Delivery to her is in the dirt for a ball. 1 on, 1 out. Bingham on second with the leadoff double for Fruita. But a 7-0 lead here. And the Tigers only 2 outs away. And if you're Sackett, you can almost just pitch to contact here, as that one is just high for a strike. High or just outside. I think it might have been a touch outside. Nelson did a good job framing it. At least got the Erie parents to think on that one. This one is hit to Osborne, and Osborne is going to run right at Bingham, toss to third, Snook will tag her, and they cut down the lead runner. So Osborne wanted to go to first, and she thought, you know what, I can get this, and a smart play by Addie Osborne.
One of the few times as a shortstop that you look at the runner at second and they're behind you. And Osborne, good job recognizing. She had a double take when she realized that the runner was there. Good job realizing that she can get that lead runner, and the Tigers cut down the runner in scoring position.
And Fruita Monument is down to their last out. Tiger fans are on their feet. Peyton Shear at the plate, 0 for 2 today. A ground out to short and a fly to center, and she'll swing at the first pitch and miss that one. 0-1 the count here. Outfield playing straight away here for the Tigers. Sackett checks the wristband. The 0-1. Just off the plate for a ball. And we are right behind the plate, so we see that this umpire's been really good and consistent on balls and strikes. 1-1. Sackett again, checks the wristband, delivers in the dirt. 2-1 the count now to Peyton Shear. Fruita Monument. You look at the body of work they've done this year, 23-4 on the season, and they have not been shut out one time all year. In their 4 losses, a 5-3 loss to Mountain Vista, a 12-6 loss to D'Evelyn, an 8-4 loss to Columbine, and a 9-3 loss to Legend. Delivery outside. The count now full at 3-2. Only 3 hits today between Hull and Sackett surrendered. 2 outs, 1 on. Full count. Top of the 7th. Delivery outside and ball 4. And so now 2 on for Fruita. And that'll bring up Raina Roberts, the 8-hole hitter who has walked and grounded to second.
Yeah, and if you're the runners on base for Fruita, you need to understand that you don't really matter, so you need to keep yourselves out of running yourselves out of this game.
Sackett checks the wristband. First pitch to Roberts is in there for a strike, and that was one of those where that might have been a touch outside, but the way Nelson set up, the way she framed it, earned the strike. Wind just picking up just a touch here. Delivery from Sackett, swing and a miss from Roberts, and now it's 0-2. Tiger fans still rowdy here. Gracie peeks into the dugout. Now checks the wristband. The 0-2 pitch to Roberts is on the way, and it's fouled back into the screen. She was late, but she caught a piece of it. So we'll do it again, 0-2. Same situation, 2 on, 2 out. Delivery, fouled again.
Great job staying alive by Roberts, just getting bat to ball.
Sackett really taking her time here. Methodical. 0-2. Underneath the knees for a ball. Wanted her to chase. Good discipline. We saw Roberts kind of battle back and earn a walk, so we know she's not afraid to take those borderline pitches. Delivery. Swing and a miss, and the Tigers have won it 7-0, and they'll head to the state championship this afternoon. And this storied softball program is on the precipice. They can get one more win of collecting titles at 3A, 4A, and now 5A. We'll see if they can do it later this afternoon. And well, let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one. 3 hits, no runs for Fruita Monument, a shutout, 4 innings pitched, or 5 innings pitched for Maddox Hull, 2 for Gracie Sackett. They combined for the no-hit, or the 3-hit shutout. For the Tigers, they ended up scoring 7 runs on 12 hits. Megan Nelson goes 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored. Gabby Gricius, our player of the game, 4 for 4 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. She also had 2 singles in there. Addie Osborne, tough one for her, 0 for 4. Hard to follow up Gabby's act, though, today. 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Renee Leskowski, she goes 3 for 4 with a pair of singles. Kelsey O'Dowd goes 1 for 4 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Sydney Snook, she got in on the action with 3 singles, 3 for 4 with an RBI for Sydney. Nat Lundeen, she went 0 for 2, and Reagan Agnew also went 0 for 2 in that 7-hole. Erin Young, she goes 0 for 1, and Avery Gilbert, who came in for her, she drew a walk. And Lyric DeLozier goes 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error. And so those are the final numbers for the Tigers in this one. Any thoughts, Dylan?
I thought this was a very well-pitched game by the Tigers. They just need to carry this momentum into that state championship game, and maybe they can get that lucky number 13.
Kaylee Killian out there leading the fans in a cheer with the softball team out on the field. That's going to do it for here in the semifinal. We will see you this afternoon as the Tigers will play for the 5A state championship. For Dylan and Carson, I'm Brandon, and we'll see you in a little bit